Out that yesterday Angela Davis was at York University, and I was kind of pissed that I missed it.
1,000+ people, man.
Right, 1,000+ people were here, and right away, even if you don't know who Angela Davis is, you hear 1,000+ people. The lineup went right around the building. Excuse me, it's going to spark your interest. So naturally, what do? You hit Google or Wikipedia or wherever, whatever's next, to start researching more about this Angela Davis person, what she's done, her successes, her trials, and learn more about her that way. So, to sort of speak to his point about Twitter not necessarily being a good way of sort of directing, I agree. But what we kind of look at it as a starting point. Twitter's sort of like a junction of a whole bunch of different ideas that can come from. So when you're on your Twitter, and if you're on the Twitter, like, if you have a good amount of followers, you got tweets coming in second after second. There's got to be something there that you hit it, and then the idea then is the pages are endless. So you can click on one page, read, if something sparks your interest then, click on the next page, you can go in and go in and go in. And you have some people sitting in front of the computers for hours. But as long as you're reading and you're educating yourself, it's definitely something good. The other point we were talking about was learning in your own space. So that's another point that came up today, was do you feel engaged while you're in a classroom setting? I know that working with youth for the last couple years, working with youth for the last couple years, I know that some of my young people, when they come in, it's not that they don't want to learn, they don't feel good in their classroom. Maybe there's no one of their likeness. Maybe they just don't feel comfortable enough to ask questions in a group setting. Whatever it is, we feel like learning in your own space by using the internet and using these social media outlets is definitely a bonus for someone like that, or for anyone, really. Like, I was on a Wi-Fi flight from LA to TO, and that's a 5-hour flight. And just because it was Wi-Fi, I was like on the computer the whole time. He knocked out. I'm still going. I did everything on Twitter I could do, everything on Facebook that I could do, and then I just started researching, started reading some different things. Because of my Twitter, actually, I follow CP24, and I started reading about different things that had happened in the days that I was away. And also then learning what you want. So sort of like a point that I made before is you have a choice. Now, the example that we talked about last night over a beer,